Krista. Today I wanted to give you 3 good tips to stay sugar-free during the holidays. This time of year is notoriously the hardest time to stay sugar-free, so I wanted to talk with you guys and give you some tips and tricks on how I like to try and stay sugar-free during the holiday and what you can do to set yourself up for success instead of failure. Alright, tip number 1, eat enough during the day. If you have a holiday dinner that night, make sure that you get a few nutritious meals in before you go to the holiday dinner so that you're not tempted by all the delectable foods that are going to be there when you get there. So making sure you eat a balanced breakfast, a balanced lunch, and maybe even an early dinner to make sure that you're not feeling super hungry and that you haven't restricted yourself all day so that you lose your self-control the moment you get to the party. So this is my number 1 tip, is to make sure you eat enough that day. Super important. 2, eat enough protein. This is going to set you up for success because if you've had enough protein in the day, it stays away the cravings and it ensures that you've had plenty of calories for the day. So make sure for your breakfast and for your lunch before you head off to your holiday parties, assuming that they're at night, that you eat something that has protein with each meal. Even your mid-afternoon snack should have some protein. So suggestions I would make for protein sources during the day are eggs in the morning, or you can do Greek yogurt, or you can have a fruit smoothie. For lunch, of course, you can eat meats, you can eat heavy greens, heavy dark leafy greens. You can also, if you're a vegetarian, there's tempeh, tofu, stuff like that. Just making sure you're getting enough protein at each meal. And then for your mid-afternoon snack, do something like a protein shake or something like that. Peanut butter, a handful of nuts, those things all have a good amount of protein in them. So they're a really good way to keep yourself satisfied so that when you get to the party later, you're feeling good and you're under control. The 3rd tip, tip number 3, this one is a little bit crazy, but I think it works for me, and this is half the reason why I do my YouTube videos as well. But I think if you tell someone what you're doing, you're more likely to hold yourself accountable and other people know what you're doing. So if they see you eating sugar, they're gonna say, hey, I thought you weren't eating sugar. So my 3rd tip is to tell somebody that you're avoiding sugar. Say, hey, today I'm avoiding sugar, so help me out. If you see me looking at those brownies or looking at those Christmas cookies, tell me no. I think that this is really helpful because you hold yourself accountable. Other people, are then kind of watching. So if you're eating sugar, they may say something like, hey, I thought you said you weren't gonna eat sugar today. And you can be like, oh yeah, that's right, and just not do it. And sometimes I think that telling other people really does hold you accountable, and it's just a good way to keep yourself on track if you think that eyes are watching you. So those are my top 3 tips on how to stay sugar-free during the holidays. Good luck, you guys. I will be back next week with an update on my 60 days that I've done sugar-free, and I'll give you all the juicy details behind that. I hope you guys are good. Happy holidays, and we'll talk soon. Bye.